What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of From the Sidelines. I'm Cullen Mac.
I am Daniel DiMaggio.
You are Daniel DiMaggio, that's right. Well, we've got a fun episode today. We've got a lot to talk about.
To the baseball diamond, my friend. This is a perfect time to show off my new jersey, Francisco Alvarez.
Do a little spin.
Let's go, Mets.
All right. Well, I love the pinstripes, dude.
I hope you saw that. Yeah,
They saw it.
We stole it from the Yankees.
We're going to cut that. No, I'm kidding.
I wish we could steal a couple rings from the Yankees. Speaking of the Yankees, Aaron Judge is the fastest player to record 300 home runs. I don't think you understand how impressive that is. I mean, faster than guys like Babe Ruth, faster than guys like Ken Griffey Jr., Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, faster than all these guys. Will he hit as many as these guys? Only time can tell. But the fact that he was faster than all of those guys gives him a shot to get there.
I mean, he's one half of the Bronx Bombers for a reason, right?
Who's the other half?
Juan Soto, I guess.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not. It could be Stanton.
I thought you were going to say Stanton.
I mean, maybe this year
It's Stanton.
It's all right, but in the past he's been on point.
He is the Bronx Bombers.
Just Giancarlo Stanton?
Just Aaron Judge.
He's the Bronx Bomber.
So there's that. I wanted to pose a question. I saw a post on
Pose it.
I saw a post on Baseball Forever, and it was a good question. Who should be the NL Rookie of the Year? You've got outfielder Jackson Merrill over on the Padres, and then you've got rookie Paul Skeens. Heard of him? Pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I don't know. Paul Skeens is 7-2 with a 2.30 ERA and an 0.97 WHIP. Meanwhile, you've got Jackson Merrill with a 290 average, 17 bombs and 66 RBIs. They both make a pretty compelling case, but I'm going to go with the guy who started for the National League in the All-Star game, Paul Skeens. I got to take him. 2.30 ERA is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy as a rookie. This guy just absolutely shoving it. You make a great point. He was the starter for the NL in the All-Star game. He's winning on and off the field. Yes.
Why? Has he purchased a nice boat with his new signing bonus? Oh, Libby June.
All right, just to differ from you, I'm going to go with Jackson Merrill. Okay. I mean, 290 as a rookie with 17 bombs and 66 RBIs. This is going to be a close race. I love to see how these guys finish out the season. I mean, in the NBA, they always talk about the rookie wall. I don't know if there's a rookie wall in the MLB. Are they going to hit that wall? Are they going to burst through it? But, still got a pretty decent amount of games left before the playoffs. So
Skeens.
It's going to be a tough race.
It's Skeens.
I know it's Skeens, but I'm just going to say Jackson.
Yeah.
Just to differ from you.
Just to differ from you.
We've got a great interview with Mets prospect Jacob Reimer coming right up. We had the pleasure of talking to him this morning. Come check out the interview right here.
Check it out.
And we have a very special guest today. We have Jacob Reimer from the Brooklyn Cyclones. Thank you so much for coming on the show today, man. We really appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course, man. Well, we got a couple questions for you. We'll start off pretty easy. My first question is, what inspired you to get into baseball?
My dad, really. Ever since I was little, when I first started walking, he had a bat in my hands. I was swinging the wiffle ball bat. So ever since then, it's always just been my dad.
Nice, man. That's great. We were playing wiffle ball at the beach last week, so we kind of get what it feels like.
Yeah.
My next question. So, who was your favorite player growing up, and is there anybody that you try to model your game after today?
Yeah, so Paul Goldschmidt was my favorite player growing up.
Nice.
My dad's from Arizona. I lived in California, but I grew up a D-backs fan, and I'd go see him all the time. And yeah, he was just my idol, my hero. So yeah, him for sure. And someone I model my game after is probably like Austin Riley, I'd say. I'd love watching video on him.
Wrong team, Jacob. Wrong team, Jacob. Mark Vientos.
I'm originally from Atlanta, so I'm a big Austin Riley guy. So I love that. That's awesome.
That guy hits tanks. He's got insane power. I got a question for you, Jacob. Nomar Garciaparra, he had the batting gloves, right? Do you yourself have any baseball superstitions?
I have to put my socks on the same way every time. It's got to be left to right.
Okay.
And then, yeah, every time I take a pitch, I have to unstrap the batting gloves.
Okay. So
and I always have to touch my barrel with my right hand before I get ready to hit. So
he does have superstitions.
Okay, yeah.
And you knew him.
Yeah,
you knew him
too. That's great.
Wow. Some people don't even know that they're doing it, but you're fully aware. You are fully aware. well, tonight you're playing Wilmington, but why don't you just walk me through a normal game day and what goes on leading up to first pitch? Do you think you could do that?
Yeah, for sure. On the road, you're usually waking up a little later. You're going to go to the field a little later. So right when I wake up, order breakfast or walk to breakfast with either some of the teammates or myself. Got to have a coffee.
Got it.
Yeah.
Had one before the interview.
Yes, sir.
And then after that, it's really just lock in for the pitcher you're facing that day. They send a report on him. So see the stuff he has, what he's going to try to attack us with. And then after all that, just get ready, go to the field, and then you do your pregame routine stuff at the field, and it's game time. Do it all over the next day.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, we were just talking a little bit about your pregame routine. I'm a big music guy. I love music. I'm a DJ at KUCR, the radio station at University of California, Riverside. So music's everything to me. So my question to you is, can you name 3 artists or 3 songs that you have to listen to pregame?
So Tyler Childers,
Okay.
Riley Green, 2 country guys. I'm a slower guy during the day, and then Brandon Lake. He's a Christian artist. I just really like his music. So yeah.
Nice, man.
I like it.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Why did I think you were going to be a country guy? I just had the feeling. I had the feeling.
It's the hat. It's the hat.
The hat's a giveaway. The hat's a giveaway. But you're playing for the Brooklyn Cyclones, which means you're on the East Coast. I don't know if the people know at home, you're from California. You're a California native. So my question is there anything you miss about being back out west?
Everything. I'm a West Coast, Best Coast guy. I'll get in arguments with all the East Coast guys over here. I miss the weather, just the scenery, everything about the West Coast. I'm always gonna be a West Coast guy.
Are you telling your teammates about the legendary stories of like In-N-Out Burger and stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They all gotta try In-N-Out. In-N-Out's better than Whataburger. It's all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I grew up on In-N-Out, man. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. After I hit a double, I went and got a double. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Being in the minors, it's for the people at home that may not know, you can move up and down really quickly, and it can be like that, or it could be a couple weeks, maybe you're there the whole year. So my question for you is, do you ever hesitate to really try and get comfortable with the team you're on?
Yeah, for sure. The goal is to never stay with the team for long. So I wouldn't say comfortable is the more the word. It's you feel comfortable with all your teammates because we have a pretty good organization of guys, coaches, all that. So you're comfortable with them, but at the same time, you have bigger goals in mind. And so you're going to help your team win every single day because how am I supposed to know how to win with the New York Mets, which is my goal, if I don't know how to win with the Brooklyn Cyclones? So it's about developing, learning how to win with these teams, but at the same time, having bigger goals in mind for sure.
I love that answer. That's great.
I really do love that. This might be hard for you, but was there an exact moment where you felt like you had a chance at making it in the MLB?
Yeah, I'd probably say pretty early on in high school. I always had a confidence in myself. I wouldn't say a cockiness, but I always believed in myself, and I think that's something everyone needs to have if you're gonna succeed in the sport. So I'd say pretty early on, like freshman, sophomore year, I was like, okay, I could really do this. So
by freshman and sophomore year, were you seeing those scouts in the stands?
Not for me, they were for other guys, but I would hear, oh, we really like this kid. Hopefully in a couple of years he grows some more or whatever. And
all right, well, besides being drafted out of high school, which I mean, we don't understand the feeling, but that's got to be a crazy, great feeling. Sure. What moment in your career has stuck out to you so far?
Yeah, this might be a little weirder of an answer, but I'd probably say rehab this year. I injured my hamstring, and just going through that makes you appreciate the game more. You can't take a game for granted. Like, I would much rather have gone out there and not get a hit all year, but been out on the field just because I miss baseball and I couldn't do anything about it. I would either hurt hamstring. There's nothing you can do about it, and it only helped me become more mature and grow in my mindset part of the game, other than just my physical part of the game. So it was a great experience, but also a bad one at the same time.
How's that hammy feeling right now?
Really good. Fully healthy.
Right. There we go. That's great, man.
Great job. Yeah. So feeling good.
Awesome. All right. Well, I got another question for you. So I know you like to play the hot corner, right? You're playing third, but when you're at bat, is there a guy that you see in the MLB that when you get there, you're like, oh, I want to face this pitcher. I want to hit a dinger off this guy, or I just want to have a good at bat against him?
It's Garrett Cole. I've always been. I don't know what it is about him. Garrett Cole. I always want to get him for some reason. I'm watching him like, yeah, that's the guy I want to hit a homer off of. I'm hitting my first home run off Garrett Cole. I don't know what it is about him. He's one of the best of the game, obviously, and you want to beat the best. So.
That's awesome. I mean, good luck getting your foot down on that fastball, Jacob. You wouldn't be in high A Brooklyn if you could, you know. In your short minor league career so far, what's your favorite minor league ballpark that you've played at?
Probably Jersey Shore up in the Phillies, Blue Cause.
We got 2 more questions for you, Jacob. I'm going to go a little bit of like a kind of a sentimental question, and we got a fun game for you. So I'll hit you with the sentimental question. Is there any advice that you have for little leaguers or high school players that have the same goals and aspirations as you?
I definitely say you need to have confidence in yourself. Whether that be instilled through parents or just people surrounded or you surround yourself with, you need to have people in your life that can give you confidence, not false confidence either, not, oh, you're the best thing in the world, but if you don't have belief in yourself, you're not going to make it. You see guys all the time in pro ball. You don't see it from the outside, but just in the locker room and stuff, they don't make it, not because of talent, but because they have no belief in themselves. And let's say you go 0 for 20, whatever. You think that's happening because you suck, and it's really just because it's baseball. It's going to happen, and so confidence is a big thing everyone needs to have for sure.
We carry the same confidence over to our acting careers.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll wrap it up with one more question. So far, so good. Let's play a game. I want you to build the perfect position player, and we're going to use all 5 tools. Let's start with arm.
Probably Mason Wynn.
Mason.
Okay.
He's got a cannon.
Shortstop for the Cardinals. He's got a gun. Yeah. Okay. What about power at the plate?
I'll go Pete Alonso for power.
Polar bear.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. He's a beast. He's a beast. The way he takes that low pitch to the opposite field. You better be trying that too. No. Good answer. Good answer. Speed.
Ooh, speed's a tough one. Probably go Ellie with that.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
I love it.
He's unbelievable.
Right?
Yeah. And then, defense, like glove.
I'd go Lindor with that. I've seen him taking ground balls with him. He's it's unbelievable.
Good answer. Good answer. He's amazing. He's got a Gold Glove.
Yeah.
And then last one, contact.
Arias. There's no question about that one.
You know, I was gonna say though, Arias, good answer. Aoki on the Guardian.
Yeah.
He's good too.
Stephen
Quan, not Aoki.
Aoki.
My bad.
Aoki's the DJ.
Yeah, no.
Aoki's the DJ.
My bad, Quan. My bad.
I got you.
All right, Jacob. Well, that's all we got for you today. Hope you enjoyed the interview as much as we did. We had a great time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for your time. We are extremely grateful. We wish you the best of the luck with the rest of your career, with the rest of the season. We hope you stay in contact, and just good luck, man. And thank you again so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, Jacob Reimer, everybody.
Dude,
that was a great interview.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
What a guy, man.
He's a good guy.
Again, thank you so much to Jacob for coming on the show. We really appreciate it, taking the time out of your busy schedule. He literally had a game just a couple hours after the interview.
Yeah.
So I told him to hit a home run for us.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know
Point
if that
to the
happens.
sky and say that was from the sidelines.
NBA 2K just dropped a bunch of their ratings. They're slowly releasing them out up until the release of the game. Some notable rookies that we want to talk about. Let's play the higher or lower game.
Let's do it.
Start off with the big name, Bronny James, 68 overall.
68 overall?
I'm going to go higher. I think he could go 70.
Wow. Okay.
Just with some defensive stats. And
I don't know.
Handling.
He's a second round pick. I think 65 overall is justified for him.
All right.
Is that too disrespectful?
I don't think so.
No? I think he could become a 70, but he's going to start in the G League. So I think 65 is warranted.
Yeah. Number 2 in the draft, Alex Sarr, 75 overall. Yeah, I'll go down with this one.
I think that should be lower.
It should be lower. He had an atrocious summer league. Terrible summer league. The guy who's the number 2 pick should have put up way better numbers. I think he had one good game, but then the rest of it what, you go like 0 for 12?
It looks like he doesn't have an offensive game, but he does look like a beast on defense.
Great on defense. He'll probably, at least his first year, be kind of a pick and roll threat, catch some lobs and stuff like that.
75 overall? That's tied with for the highest rated rookie. He didn't look like that in Summer League.
Definitely not. All right, speaking of tied for highest rated rookie, number 1 overall, Zachary Richichet.
I'm going to do this.
You can do that. I guess I'll do this maybe a little bit higher. He definitely should be higher than Alex Sarr. I'll give you that. Maybe 76, 77. He had, maybe 2 games, a very, very small sample size, but he looked exactly how we thought.
They just need to roll him out there.
He looked exactly how we thought he was going to look. He played great, shot the ball, handled it well. Like you said, I think they need to put him out there. Just
roll him out there.
Throw him in the fire.
Opening night.
Throw him in the fire. Let him get that experience because if he's everything...
The wrath of Richichet.
If he's everything they think he is, he's going to be key to this team.
I believe it.
All right, Reed Shepherd, 73. I'll go higher.
I think he should be a 74.
Yeah, I was going to say.
White Boy Magic. Oh, my gosh.
Dude, what a summer league this guy and Matas had. I think they were 2 of the highest scorers. It was the 3. It was Dalton, it was Matas, and Reed Shepherd. All, just balled out during summer league.
The longer I sit with this draft, the better it is.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it. We weren't really sure if this was a great draft, but I think these are a lot of guys that... You might find a star in the rough out of here.
Honestly,
or if
a
not,
couple.
If not, you find an extremely important role player.
I see a couple stars on that team.
A guy that's an extremely important role player. A key guy that, you either get some really good trade assets for or he's the guy on your championship team.
Who's the last guy on our list?
We still have Matas at 72.
Oh.
I think he can go up to
I think we can get him up to a 73.
And then Dalton Connect definitely should be higher than 70. Really?
I think 70 is perfect.
That's crazy. I think
if I'm lowering Bronny James, I think Dalton's perfect.
No, I think Dalton's got to be a 72 at least.
Okay.
All right. Well, that does it for the 2K ratings.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
You heard us, Ronnie.
All right. Well, we got some notable things from the Olympics. The Olympics have officially wrapped up. The People's Republic of China and the U.S. ended up tying in total gold medal count with 40 gold medals. So we tied with China. That's pretty fun. We both won the Olympics. So we get another gold for that. So 41 each. That'd be great. But in total medals, won bronze, silver, gold. The United States blew everyone else out of the water. We had over 100 medals total.
It irks me a little we tied for gold.
Hey, it's all right. We have a bunch of other medals. Props to all the athletes, not only...
If only we won in 3-on-3 basketball, that would have been one more gold. You could say that about literally every other sport we didn't win gold in. What if we won that one more? We would have won.
Yeah. Well, props to all the athletes, United States athletes, and all the other athletes, all the other places in the world that competed. Props to you guys. You guys have worked your whole life for this. So congratulations on, all that hard work paying off. Whether you medaled or didn't, it's a great accomplishment for you and your country.
It sure is.
Man, I feel like a president right there. Get
Yeah.
me in.
You do feel like a president because like being a president, it's only every 4 years you get to do so. All right.
There you go.
Also, notable news within the Olympics. Noah Lyles wins the 100-meter. He gets gold, baby. But did he finish strong? Over in the 200-meter, he placed bronze. Congratulations to Letziel Tobago out of Botswana for winning gold in that race, and American Kenneth Bednarek for placing silver.
It was great. Lots of controversy around Noah Lyles, a guy who really likes to run his mouth.
Really?
Not only does he run on the field, but he runs his mouth, too. He's really good at running.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this. I want to hear your take. Personally, it's interesting. He runs his mouth so much, talks about, I'm the best in the world, I deserve gold, I'm going to get gold. And then, he gets COVID, and I don't want to take anything away from the guy. He got COVID, but it's just like, it's weird that he didn't announce it beforehand. He only announced it after, and then he pulled the Paul Pierce, and he had to get wheelchaired out of there. I've had COVID multiple times, and I've never needed a wheelchair because of my COVID. I know he just ran his lungs off, but, it's crazy. He said he had COVID since Tuesday, so why not announce that? And he had ran in the qualifiers, the semifinals, on Tuesday. So why wasn't anyone else notified about this on Tuesday? Why were we only notified about this when he but got third place in the race?
I don't know.
And then guys like Tyreek Hill call him out, saying he'd beat him in the race, and Noah Lyles, in true fashion, says, that cheetah guy from the NFL, who's that?
He's ignorant. I like it. We need more ignorant people in the world. I'm kidding. He's very ignorant, but what are you going to do? He's cocky.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the best way. But when you win gold, and you win gold in a 100-meter, that makes you the fastest man in the world, and you can say whatever you want.
Look, man, USA Basketball won gold too. Champions of what? Champions of the world. So the NBA guys can talk. NFL guys, they can talk when flag football comes out in 2028.
Congrats to the USA women's soccer team for winning gold over Brazil. Brazil needed Neymar in a wig, I guess, to beat USA, huh? Because we got gold, huh?
Well, they got gold there, so no, that's pretty impressive. If only the men's soccer team was as good as the women's soccer team, this would be great.
Just let's keep our finger on the pulsic.
Pulisic.
Oh, Pulisic. I thought I was being funny.
All right, as a man of Chinese descent... No, I'm kidding. All right, well, China won gold in team table tennis in both the men's and the women's competitions. The same can also be said about the individual table tennis events. Same for the male Fan Zhendong and female Chen Ming. So congrats to China.
So what I'm saying is nobody won table tennis except the Chinese.
Yeah.
Across the board at the Olympics. That's incredible.
Impressive.
I know it's their sport, but still, that's incredible.
That's like their basketball.
Yes.
We have basketball, they have table tennis.
Right.
No wonder they tied us in gold medals.
Oh my, yeah, that's 4 right there. Back to Americans and back to the USA. Congrats to Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone for winning gold in the women's 400-meter hurdles.
Not only did she win gold, she set a new world record in this event. Wow. She was blowing people out of the water. So her rival, Femke Bol, who's out of Netherlands, I was watching the Olympics, they put up the top 10 fastest times for this event. And it's Sydney Femke, Sydney Femke, back and forth.
Wow.
But Sydney blew her out of the water. I think she had like a 2 or 3 second lead, which is insane in this event. I mean, way to set the world record, Sydney. I mean, dude, you can run your butt off. And then, of course, not only did she do that, she helped Team USA
win the 400-meter relay.
In the relay, you know, so...
Is that the one where Sha'Carri looked to her right?
I don't know. Maybe it was.
Because she didn't win gold in her own individual thing, I don't think.
No, she got silver in that one,
But she did the bombastic side-eye in freaking track and field at the highest level.
She pulled the Pointer Bros?
Yeah, it was just a skit for her. Just to wrap up our Olympic conversation, congrats to Gabrielle Thomas for winning gold in the women's 200-meter.
I was watching her. She was blowing them out of the water. She was coming around the corner. She looked like she was trying to get the pineapples to Hawaii, bro. That's how fast she was running. All right, well, let's move on to some USA basketball. Of course, USA won gold.
They did.
You expect nothing less from this team.
Yeah.
Although there was times when it looked like that wasn't going to happen. You could mention the semifinal game against Serbia with the comeback. They were down by, 15 points? They came back led by Steph Curry, LeBron, and Kevin Durant.
36 points from Steph in that game.
Yeah. I think Steph really showed up when it mattered most.
He's my MVP. LeBron played like LeBron. I mean, Steph played like the greatest player in the tournament the past 2 games, and that's justifiable. I think if you drop 36 points and 24 points in back-to-back games at the biggest stage in the 2 most important games in the tournament, I think that should give you just about give you the MVP, but I guess not.
It's kind of weird to think about it. It's kind of a little bit of a bittersweet moment, but there's a little bit of a realization that this is an end of an era of basketball with Durant, Curry, and LeBron. This is LeBron's last Olympics. He probably has, another year or 2 before he's officially retired. This is definitely Kevin Durant's last Olympics, and I believe Curry said all he had left to do to achieve in his career was win a gold medal.
Wow.
So, I mean, hey, props to them. I'm kind of nervous about this next era of basketball because who's going to be that guy? Devin Booker looked great for this team. In flashes, we had Anthony Edwards that looked pretty good too. I would like to say the same about Jason Tatum when he was handing Gatorades to everybody.
Yeah.
He did a really good job at that. Sorry, Jason. I love you.
Yeah. But the perennial players this year were LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, and Devin Booker. Those were the core. And Drew Holiday off the bench also.
And Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis
was
too.
Huge off the bench.
You're right.
He was such a defensive
he had 9
anchor.
rebounds. 9 rebounds in that championship game. 4 blocks as well.
Defensive anchor, man. That's serious. But, I mean, we look at France. They've got Evan Fournier. They have I don't know if his first name's Evan, but they have Cornier.
They've got Gershon Yabusele.
Gershon Yabusele. Get that guy back in the league, man. He was great for France. And then Wemby.
Wemby, 20 years old,
amazing.
and he was the highest scorer in the gold medal game out of all the players across the board, both teams.
He was hitting threes from it looked like half court. I mean, it was crazy. He's insane. That's what I'm saying. I'm kind of worried for future U.S. basketball golds.
Wemby's got at least 3 more Olympics in him.
You see this France team, and I mean, they got silver without who you thought was going to be Weapon X, Rudy Gobert.
And I think let Bilal Coulibaly get a couple more years under his belt. He might be good.
Yeah.
He might be good, too.
Yeah, he's pretty good, too. I mean, they have a lot of talent on there, so USA better keep it up because we need those perennial all-stars because that's who saved us this year. Yeah. Definitely. Thank you, Mr. Steph Curry. Maybe he's Captain America, for real.
I knew he was going to be the final shot. I knew he was going to be the go-to option. I think I was right about that one.
Well, anyway, USA got gold, France got silver, and Serbia wins bronze with the best player in the world.
He did.
I think that wraps
us up
for the Olympics. I'm going to do a Tom Cruise, and let's wrap it up with our last segment of the day, the NFL. Man, I cannot tell you how excited I am this week. I'm ecstatic. It's been a good week for me.
You better not be complaining.
For Falcons fans, you know, we had a little bit of that quarterback trauma.
Oh, my God.
But Kirk's coming back, so we should be good. Worst case scenario, we have a young and thriving Michael Penix. That's worst case scenario.
Come on, man.
Well, let me get to the
You got 2 reasons to be happy.
Let me get to the juicy stuff, the meaty goodness. First of all, thank you, Patriots fans, for making yet another horrible trade. They gave Falcons traded away, I believe, a second or third round pick for all-star pass rusher Matthew Judon.
Wow.
Look, it's only a 1-year rental as of right now. They were having a contract dispute. Both sides couldn't come to agreement, which is kind of crazy, but I get it. The Patriots are going to be
terrible.
Probably the worst team in the NFL this year.
Terrible.
And I hate to say it because they've been so great. But they traded Matthew Judon to the Falcons. The Falcons really bolstering up that defense, you know. They made this trade and they called Kirk right away. They were like, look, man, I know that we were going to draft like a defensive guy or an offensive guy. That's what you thought. But we knew we were going to get Matthew Judon, okay? That's why we didn't draft Dallas Turner. That's definitely why we traded for Matthew Judon.
Right.
All right, and then another one. I called this one, not a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, episode 11. We were talking about some free agent defensive backs that were looking for a new team. And thank you, Atlanta Falcons, Jesus, Arthur Blank, I'm looking at you, for signing Justin Simmons. All-pro safety Justin Simmons, free agent from the Broncos. This guy's a beast. Imagine our defense now, man. We have Matthew Judon, we've got A.J. Terrell, we've got Jesse Bates, we have Justin Simmons. Our secondary is going to be insane. I mean, we've got so much talent. We still have Grady Jarrett, you know, coming up the middle. And our offense just looks insane. We're definitely going to win the NFC South. I mean, gosh, I hope we do with this team.
You will, yeah.
Maybe we make a little bit of a playoff run, make some mumblings. I mean, obviously, we're still not a Super Bowl team.
Just don't blow the Super Bowl.
No one's beating the Chiefs, okay? I think that's it at the end of the day. But, hey, I'm proud to be a Falcons fan. Wraps up the free agent signings for the Falcons. I think we got one more thing to talk about. There's highs and there's lows in football. Whether you're a Falcons fan making some great defensive signings, or whether you're a Vikings fan and it seems like your whole team is falling apart, literally.
Yeah, there's a graphic.
Yeah, there's a graphic. Let's look at it and cry.
It's a
I think I just broke a bone or tore a meniscus staring at it.
It's uncomfortable.
I think the biggest news, of course, is, you know, their first-round draft pick, J.J. McCarthy, tearing his meniscus. Unfortunately, he needs surgery, and he's going to be out for the rest of the year. Usually, this is a 4 to 6 month timetable for recovery.
Yeah.
But I think they're playing it smart here. They've got a young guy. They don't want to bring him back early. Let him take the year off to rest.
Yeah.
Jettis is going to get 2,000 yards regardless of who's throwing him the ball, whether it's Sam Darnold, Daniel DiMaggio, or my Uncle Krampus.
I think you had so much to look forward to with J.J. McCarthy throwing to Justin Jefferson, and now you've got Sam Darnold throwing to Justin Jefferson. So I think that definitely lowers some expectations.
J.J. McCarthy, a great game manager.
I think it would have been really fun to see what he would have done with that team this year.
You know, you have a great number one in Jettis, arguably the best
receiver.
receiver.
You got Aaron Jones at running back.
Aaron Jones, a little bit older, but, you know,
he's good.
He still does his thing. He's great. He can catch it. He can run it.
You've got Jordan Addison, a great wide receiver too, and then you've got T.J. Hawkinson, tight end. It would have been perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
It would have been perfect for him.
The problem always seems to end up either being injury or defense with this team. Either they start off really hot on defense and they fall apart, or they have a quarterback injury. Sounds like last year. Hey, Minnesota Vikings, I heard there's this great quarterback. He would actually really fit your system.
I feel like,
his name's Kirk Cousins. If you want to trade for him. Oh, wait. Well, that wraps it up for us here on From the Sidelines. I'm Cullen Mac.
I'm Daniel DiMaggio.
Wait, I'm Daniel DiMaggio.
I'm Cullen Mac.
We'll figure this out.
I'm having an out-of-body experience.
I think it's because normally I sit on that side and you sit on this side. Well, anyway, we'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you next week.